Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see, are we live? Wait a minute, I'm not. I think you're live. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. Hello? Hello? Okay. I think we'll be okay. Oh yay. Okay, everything works. Now, just to let you know right now, we're gonna wait a couple minutes for everyone else to come on. Welcome. For those of you that I can't see the chat, my computer bandwidth, internet bandwidth cannot support that. So we'll have to live without it. Oh, and it crashed. Back. Um. Okay. How is everyone doing tonight? We're gonna wait a couple more minutes before we get to the um the meat of our presentation. So, notice if just look for a little background for those of you that are new to this. I have done this before, way back in the day when I was in ninth grade, and oh my gosh, sorry. I did this way back in the day in ninth grade, and that was fun. And now I'm back because we really haven't had any weather events. So hopefully everyone that wants to join has joined, and we're going to get right to the chase. Screen share. Want you to look at Google Chrome. Sure. So let's look at what the current conditions are currently here in the Plano right now. Our surface air temperature is 30 degrees Fahrenheit, meaning that the air temperature is below freezing. And as we look at our radar, the moment we're getting a weird mixture between snow and sleet. Now, before we even go any further, we are going to discuss what is the difference between rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. It's important to understand when we look at winter weather, there's multiple different layers of the atmosphere that are freezing or not freezing. Excuse me. So if you look up in the atmosphere, if you've ever flown in a plane and looked at the little cool flight map feature, you'll know that up in the atmosphere around 20,000 feet, 10,000 feet, it's always below freezing. So technically it snows all the time. But then we have our warm air. So, our typical day, it's warm all the way down and you just get plain rain. And then there are days when you get freezing rain. So you have the snow, it comes in the warm air, partially melts. And then when it hits the ground, because the ground is so cold and it's ground temperature is below freezing, when it hits the ground, it'll freeze. And that's when you say it ices over, this is basically what it is. If you ever get freezing rain, that's almost a guarantee no school situation because that's when the road just straight up ices over. And that's extremely dangerous. Sleet is what I seeing quite a bit of sleet right now where it snows and there's a slight pocket of warm air right up around, around 8,000 feet to where we have the snow melt into water and then it refreezes into sleet. And then snow is just where the entire atmosphere is below freezing and you get snow. Now, the one thing that in the past we're going to already talk about school closures is, what causes school to be canceled. And if you look at the freezing rain usually, it that the freezing rain is the most dangerous for sure, because that's when you literally get a coat of ice on every single thing that you come in touch with, and that's extremely, extremely, extremely dangerous when you drive. Now, in the past, we've had snow. Like we've had, oh gosh, when I was in 8th grade, what year was it? 2014, we had quite a bit of snow, around good 2 inches of snow that day, but we had school. And the reason why is because the snow, if you get real snow, the little dry, fluffy snow, that isn't a problem at all. You know, you just kind of push it off to the side and you can operate as a normal day. That's how it is up north a lot. So the problem right now that I'm worrying about is that we're actually transitioning to snow at the moment. We're not getting much of this freezing rain and sleet. So even though, yes, if you look at the radar, we are getting a lot of precipitation coming this way. If it's snow, if it's all just white, dry, fluffy snow, it's really not in your favor to get school canceled because it's also dry and fluffy, and there's really not any major travel impacts. Back to our little graphic here. Our friends from the National Weather Service provided us with this great graphic. We are currently under a winter weather advisory with accumulations at half an inch or less expected, like I have been saying for the entire day on Remind, and half an inch or less for good measure. Let's get the ruler back out. Let's stop screen sharing. If you look on the ruler here, half an inch is what only from here to there. Okay, that's as much at least sleet and snow you're getting from like what there. That's all you're getting, not much. Okay, now again, if it was that much of ice, yeah, that'll be, that'll be pretty bad for the area of roadways. But as we're nearing the mark around 11 p.m. where we're expecting to complete transition to all snow, that is the point where it becomes all dry and fluffy and pretty, and at that point it's not as much of a travel impact. So let's, oh crap, is this not recording again? Shoot. There we go. Sorry for the lag. Oh, okay, that's not what I wanted. Technical difficulties. So back to this graphic. So we are under winter weather advisory, 6 p.m. till noon tomorrow. About a half an inch of accumulations or less. I mean, it's very possible that when you wake up in the morning, you'll see absolutely nothing on the ground. And, when you say, like, you'll never see on the weather ever, usually, that, there's 100% chance of rain. And because statistically, there's always that outlier that you could, not get a single drop of rain or snow. And I have no clue what your phone app or TV saying, but statistically, it's very possible you specifically at your home could not see anything. It's very statistically possible Plano West could not see anything, period, at all. So we'll have to see. So yeah, now the cold tomorrow, it'll be below freezing the entire day. It will not get above freezing. And on Tuesday night, this is the other big story. These are the low temperatures. These are not wind chills. Plano, we're always a little cooler than Dallas. We're expecting around 9 degrees in Plano on Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. With the wind chills, that means when we're getting below 0 wind chills Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning, when we go to school, please be sure to bundle up. It will not be a happy situation if you are not bundled up on Tuesday. So back to our current situation. So again, our temperature is dropping. We're up to 29 degrees surface air temperature at Plano Emergency Operations Center, which if you do not know where that is at Parker and Coit next to fire station number 12. So we're already at 29 degrees down there. Our true air temperature is still around 33 degrees, which is why you're still getting that sleet mix, because there still is that pocket of warm air up in the atmosphere. Your ground temperature may already be below freezing, which is what a lot of these weather stations on the ground are reporting. However, again, as we looked at this graphic, we still got warm air pockets in the upper atmosphere, which is causing what we have as sleet right now. However, at this point, there's not enough warm air to cause freezing rain, which is, again, if you get freezing rain, I mean, you're set, man. That's just straight up hard ice on everything, which is extremely dangerous to drive on. Let's look at our radar. So right now we have our winds coming in from the southwest. They're blowing, gusting at around 40 miles per hour. And this is, ignore this, this is a really inaccurate depiction of the actual precipitation types. But blowing pretty strong from the southwest at 40 miles per hour. You have rain precipitation. You see we have a little band coming into West Plano right now. Let's go see if we can go outside. I'm going to try to go outside, but right now, as you see, strong north wind, northbound winds coming out of the southwest wind at 40 miles per hour. Now, the reason why they have, look at all this, they are expecting major impacts down in Central Texas and in Austin, the Brazos Valley, and Bexar County down in San Antonio. So they're actually under a winter storm warning. They got a real storm coming for them here. We have missed out on the precipitation. We got, some nice sleet showers, but nothing major. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go outside with our new handy dandy technology. So just bear with me here. Actually, take that back. The technology isn't quite working. We'll try to see if it works in a couple minutes. But as far as school goes, right now, Stephen Dean projects that there is at the moment, Stephen Dean projects that there will be school tomorrow because of the fact that most of our freezing rain precipitation has passed. A lot of it is into dry snow, and the fact that we're only getting half an inch or less. I mean, this is Plano icy, man. Like, it's not that likely that school will be canceled. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that in a couple minutes that we can project that it will snow, but at the time I cannot say that. Now, part of the big thing about weather broadcasting is that this phrase in the meteorology world that I would always rather have talk to a person that just straight up tells us what's going on outside compared to your doctorate in meteorology. So if you have any pictures, any descriptions of what's happening, please send them to me and I will broadcast that on the air. In fact, reply on remind, and I will let you know, and I will share to the world what you see, because right now the radar is really unreliable in winter weather because of, again, all the different levels of the atmosphere, and radar can't read all those different levels of temperatures. So it's kind of hard to tell with the radar. So please text me on Remind, or text me on Remind what you see. It. We will share that on the air. In fact, what is this? Gracie 4 says it is sleeting at a park in Plano Parkway, right by Plano West. Wow, that's interesting, Gracie. Yeah, well, now another question we got a lot today was about your iPhone app. A lot of people rely on their iPhone apps for weather, which is very understandable. It's very accessible, very easy to look at. However, the Apple Radar, basically the Apple Weather app, basically what they do. So when meteorologists compile their forecast, there is a lot of different models. So weather forecasting in nature, it has a lot of calculus involved. A lot of calculus, a lot of applied physics. So no one wants to do that in real life. Who wants to do calculus? Something so easy as predicting weather. So so there are all these computer models. There's an American model, a European model, a Japanese model. Different universities make one, like a Texas Tech. They make a pretty famous model of weather, and all of them predict different things. Like I think the Texas Tech model today was still predicting that we would get a major snowstorm. Obviously, that isn't happening, but that's a model. And so Apple, they kind of figure it out. They think most reliable, and they go with it. But there's a lot of different other factors that a human needs to interpret. They look across models and they put that all together and determine what will actually happen. So please do not trust your Apple Weather app. Okay? So let us go to, some of you have commented or have texted us on Remind. So let's go see what you have said. Remind. The ground looks wet, but there's nothing falling from the sky. Yes, that is accurate. The ground, this morning, I just came back, actually. I just got home around 8:30. The roads are a little wet, a little moist, but the ground temperature won't really below freezing for a while. So the ground may be wet, but yes, there is nothing falling from the sky. Caitlin Lee, what about the tornado, though? Okay. Alexia Estrada. So you're trying to send me a picture. Can this melt and reach a reform to make ice? Well, in theory, yes, but at the moment it is completely way above freezing. So that looks like sleet. This is a classic example of sleet, what you have, whatever this contraption is, but yes, that's sleet. So yes, it could in theory, but right now the temperature is pretty much to the point where that sleet's going to stay there until tomorrow morning. To hello. So again, if you have any observations, actual observations, please share and we will share what you have. Here's another quick summary. Throughout the Plano region, we have weather, we have not weather, we have some sleet falling, we have wet grounds, no freezing rain, which is a telltale example. If you remember back in whenever we had last had the Super Bowl, that we had no snow for 4 days when that ice storm, came during that Super Bowl weekend because it was legit rainstorm, but it was all freezing rain, and that put a legit around 1.5, 2 inch block of ice on the ground, which is why we didn't have school for basically a whole week. So that is not what we had this time. Once again, our accumulations are very light. Some of you have replied and texted me saying it's sleeting now. Now we're on the school, right? Well, the accumulations are only 1/2 an inch or less. There's no other major precipitation on the ground. I mean, it's not like there's a huge snow blizzard coming. So if I have to call it, unfortunately, we will have school tomorrow. Raphael sent that. Okay, let me. Okay, Raphael showed us a great Trump tweet. But yes, the bottom line is I think we'll have school tomorrow. That's my current projection. God might prove me wrong, but we'll see. There is some light precipitation. If you look back at our radar, let's reload our radar here. As you see, we have snow. So this is what, if you look at this is basically whatever, this is recording up in the atmosphere from the National Weather Service. And you see we have this is our freezing line right now. And so right now, that's why we're still getting that sleet, because there is still a pocket of warm air in the immediate Plano area and the Dallas area. But again, that is all very quickly starting to transition into snow. And again, 1/2 an inch of snow is nowhere near enough to cancel school. Let's check in on our current temperature here. So yeah, right now we have 29 degrees again. The wind is another big factor. We're gusting out of the north at around 40 miles per hour. Again, sleet, fully transition to snow. 1/2 an inch of snow will not do anything, I promise. Once again, please share what you have. Yeah, let's see if this will work. Okay. Alrighty, folks. So on the line, we have Plano West NHS. Say hello, Plano West NHS. Plano West NHS is going to take us outside. So just give us 10 seconds here. We're going to go outside. Give us 1 second. Apologies.
So Plano West NHS is currently outside. I don't know how much you can see. Yes, it is very cold. I'm just gonna make a quick I don't know if you can see this at all, but on the ground we have water, liquid, since it has not frozen over at all. So again, if we're just gonna get snow from now on, and we have just this little part on the street here that is actually, and I mean you're basically screwed. So I am Planet West NHS. We are outside in far north Dallas. Yeah, and we're along a sewer here, and there is water on the ground. At the moment, it's not frozen over. Very, very cold. At the moment, no precipitation falling. Actually, I take that back. We have some very, very light sleet falling right now. Slight accumulation. Very, very, very slight accumulation on the grass. I'm Planet West NHS. That's going to come back inside. Back to you, Stephen D.
Oh, yes. Hello. Thank you, Plain West NHS, for that incredibly informative report. We are going to. So that's what we're seeing here. And so what Plain West NHS saw, that is what we're seeing currently right now in far north Dallas. Very, very little precipitation at all. Minimal precip on the ground. And we are about to get to the point where everything becomes full snow. And half an inch of snow, I promise you, unfortunately, will not cancel school. So please do yourself a favor and go do your homework. Yes, please go do that. However, I finished my homework, so I had nothing better to do. So we could keep close. Well, I'll keep talking about the weather. You can go do whatever homework you need to do. Jacqueline Mo Jaws is watching this. You please go read Hamlet. For the love of God. The Porpoise here. I say hi. Hi. Elizabeth DeVille sent me something, but I can't find it. Gosh darn it. Elizabeth DeVille, remind, text me the picture I'm talking about. I will feature it later. So for those of us that may be new, we're going to quickly review our different types of precipitation. So we have, these are our four major types of precipitation. You have rain, you have freezing rain, you have sleet, and you have snow. So the upper atmosphere is always cold, below freezing, around 30,000 feet, 20,000, 30,000 feet. You have snow that comes down. And then you always have, a period of, as you go down in altitude, the temperature increases. So if you have this warm air here on a normal day, it's above freezing all the way to the ground, you have rain. What we were hoping for, if you didn't want school, you had been hoping for freezing rain where snows and melts, and then because the ground is so cold, it hits the ground as freezing rain. And that's where everything freezes, and the road's literally a huge block of ice, and it's incredibly dangerous, and then they'll cancel school. What we're getting a bit right now is sleet. We have most of the atmosphere that is below freezing, but there's still a little pocket of warm air up around 15,000 feet that's causing the snow to temporarily melt and then refreeze to form sleet, which is what Alexia Strada, she sent a literally textbook example of sleet. All those little pellets, that is sleet. And then we have snow, which is well to ground, all below freezing, sticks, snow. So that is that. Now, before we move on and we talk about travel impacts, today at DFW International Airport, where, by the way, I met an adventure of the Hail Mary, Drew Pearson. But it's definitely, there's definitely travel impacts regardless of what you get: freezing rain, sleet, and snow. There are definite travel impacts, and it's definitely, a dangerous situation to be driving. And the reason why this is different from anything else is because they're saying the snow, which we're expecting more snow later, it will stick to the road. We're getting to the point where if there's like, a massive freak, snow downpour, everything will stick to the ground. And, it'll cause a bit of a problem. And what it comes down to is how fast they can clear it, what the, the coverage is. And right now it's also a good time. We're gonna, review here the PISD policy on what they consider before canceling school. Pull that up here. Oh gosh. Again, if you see anything, please send it to us on Remind, and we will gladly feature you. So please, 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 if you see anything, let me know, and I will let everyone know. Gosh, darn, they reorganized your entire website. You can't find anything now. What department is closing school under? Branch groups? Substance abuse prevention? Come on. Oh, department. Okay, safety and security. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. Alrighty. So, they changed their information. Now legit just says, if a school cancels, we'll let everyone know. Well, on the old website, what used to happen were there would be people, assistant principals, that will run out and check the roads around the city of Plano, and then they'd report to central office, and the central office will make a decision. But yeah, you're not going to get a decision tonight whether school will be canceled tomorrow. I promise you. In fact, let's see what schools are actually canceled today, which I doubt are few and far between. So at the moment, you have Athens ISD, Avalon, Baylor, Churchman Driving School, of course, Acadia ISD, Forney, Hillsborough, Milford, Morgan, Navarro County, Paris, Rice ISD, Terrell ISD, and Commerce. So all of these schools are to the south and east of us, and that's where the winter storm warning is today, to the south and east of us, and that's where the major impacts are expected. So please don't be surprised if you have school tomorrow. I mean, it's school. So I basically ran out of things to talk about. I'm here to talk, but again, bottom line, we will have school tomorrow. So please, 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 for the love of God, do your homework. Please read Hamlet Chaplain. And let's see. Let's check my phone. Elizabeth, I really can't believe. But yes, at this point, it is very safe to conclude that there most likely will be school tomorrow. You should go do your work. You should please go do your homework. had a great break. So yes, you can continue to pray to whatever God you believe in that there will be a freak snowstorm of some nature, but at this time, it's looking more and more unlikely that we will have any major impacts that will cause school cancellations. Now, another important thing to note is that if school, there's most likely to be school tomorrow. You need to get up early. Like tomorrow is not the day to wake up at 7:50, trying to get there at 8. Like you got to get up early because everyone most likely tomorrow is going to take it real slow, and you don't want to be the person that's freaking out, and you don't want to get hurt in an accident. So please take it slow out there. Maybe I should go read. Should I read the chat section? I'll go read the chat section. Okay. Let's go read the chat section. How do I read the chat section? Oh, I can't read that live chat. Okay, now it's different. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. Sounds exciting. Anyways, so again, if you're just joining us, key points are that we're trying to provide a transition to all snow, and accumulations are expected to be half an inch or less. Half an inch, once again to review, half an inch is from here to there. Not much snow is not going to do much, unfortunately, to cancel school. I mean, this is plain old dude, man. And looking at precedents in previous decisions of canceling school, I mean, we've had ones where we had 2 inches of snow, and because that snow was a little nice, dry and fluffy, pretty snow, and it was all kept, just because the wind that day was blowing, kept it off the roads for the most part that we had school. So yeah, it's not looking pretty. So please, please, please go do your homework. Now, either way, tomorrow morning when you go out, you need to be cautious, be safe. We all want you to be safe. Please, read your AMSUT book, maybe. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. Hello? 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 Oh, okay. I don't know. Whoever's still watching, I love you. Hope you're doing well. And, yeah. We're going to keep going for about 8 minutes here till 9:40, 9:45, and then I'm going to go. And unless things change majorly, that'll be it for the night. So we'll check back in on the radar here. No, I don't like this radar. So I'm going to switch. Okay, I like this much better. I want to see the metric box. So the last shot here was about 5 minutes ago. As you see, there is actually about to be another snow band that's going to come in. That's interesting. So we have about another band of precipitation that's about to move in. We'll see what that does. If you live down here, man, out to the south and east, where we talked about what that winter storm warning is, yeah, they're getting hammered right now with all that snow. But up here, we're just getting nice, pretty, I mean, these are honestly flurries at best. What we're seeing here. So, Please share what you see. I'll send out another message. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to sound so pretentious. I'm live, so live, but oops. What about this though? Yeah. I mean, in theory, if everyone did go out and just dumped, like, dumped enough water to form, at least an inch of water above everything in the entire city, yes, there would be, a nice layer of ice on the ground in the morning. However, is that feasible? No. Jacqueline, you have to start. That is what you shouldn't do, everyone. You have to start doing your homework now. You're gonna have to do your homework one point or another. You need to start, please. So yes, we're gonna actually stay on the air until this band of snow moves through. So you see radar indicated, not this. Radar indicated we do have a band of snow that's coming in, moving from the northeast, just passing over the big airport right now. And yeah. Speaking about the airport, let's take a live look at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Well, again, we look at our storms. Again, we are under a winter weather advisory as well as a hard freeze watch. Let me check again because they actually might have a change in display. So 653. Yeah, okay. And tomorrow, as a matter of fact, these aren't the forecast low temperatures, but these are the forecast wind chills tomorrow. Forecast wind chills of around 8-9 degrees here in Plano. So make sure when we do have school tomorrow, you need to bundle up, or else you're literally going to freeze to death. And as you see here at the moment, this is Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. The icing operations have begun due to this slight precipitation that we have had. Here, American Airlines Flight 2858 nonstop service to Columbia, Missouri. It is having awkward radio communication signals. So we're really messing with the signal here. If we look here at American Airlines Flight 3527 nonstop service to Cedar Rapids. Quick stop here at the de-icing pad before I move on to the terminal, the runway. So as you see, we already experienced major impacts at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. The airports, I hope none of you are flying tomorrow. Once again, we're going to watch this band of snow here, or excuse me, not snow, but just this band of precipitation here very closely as we move. Checking in on our temperature, we have 28 degrees here in Plano now. Temperature is dropping lower and lower. We're beginning our transition to all snow. Let's see if there are any good shots that I can use. Once again. And the reason why this band of snow, oh my gosh, this band of snow right here is so critical to watch is because we don't know what nature this snow slash sleet this is. So it hasn't fully transitioned yet. So it's very critical to see how this looks on the ground. If we have any accumulations. So please, 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 please let us know what you see and if you see anything. Because once again, that'll have a great impact on what we have. At this point, we're just gonna wait for this band of snow because I mean, we really need to get some good observations of what's going on before we can do anything. In the meantime, we're just gonna watch this radar. Well, that radar image is getting old. Let's hit refresh and see what happens. Okay, so now we're getting up to 9:30. But right now, it is radar indicated that we do have snow. Judging that none of you have said anything, I'm going to assume that this is all just evaporating. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Let's take a quick look out the window, my friends. Let's see. What do we see outside? And yep, there is absolutely nothing going on. Yeah, this light snow are like flurries at best. We'll see. We'll wait a little longer to see it. The light snow, this kind of darker. What happens here? They're getting like straight up like a snow, like a constant steady flow of snow up a line from Terrell all the way down to DeSoto. This is where you're getting your slow cancellations right now. Let's see where our buddies at Texas Storm Chasers have to say. That's not what I want to see. I could care less about Texas State. And yep, not much going on at all. And Grapevine, they've got something going on. This lady in Plano claims to have had light snow, which this is hard to tell, but I'll take her word for it. Once again, if you do see any accumulations, period, you need to let someone know, whether it be me, National Weather Service, because those are things that I will actually report to the National Weather Service, because we have no way, radar technology, there's no way in telling us what's going on outside as far as accumulations go, what the travel impacts are. Those are all reliant on human vision. At this point, you're going to have to stare at my ugly face again. I see a poor man rejecting my request to join me. Does anyone see anything, period, please let me know. And so that we can tweak our forecast based on what you see. Isn't this Carter pretty? Already the semi junior year. And then this one over here to me, senior year. Both very pretty. Yep. See if we have any update in our radar here. Yeah. Still the same. If any of you know, what's her Elizabeth DeVille, she has a Elsa dress in 2015. I was in the exact same spot right now at 9:44 p.m. calling that there will be school the next day, and Lord and behold, Elizabeth DeVille, she said, "No, you're wrong, Stephen Dang, screw you," and then she wore her Elsa dress, and then we had the school because we had upper level trough that night, drop, a good inch more snow on the ground, and yeah. So yes, please, Elizabeth DeVille, keep wearing your Elsa dress. Again, if any of you see anything, please, please, please let us know. Again, our remind code is at 81010. And Ilan says he has snow now. In fact, oh, that's right. If we can also live broadcast from the field. So you can also, if you want the world to see what you're seeing live, you can also please send your Google, if you have Google Hangouts, send me your Google Drive username, and then I will get you on the air live. Elon, he says he sees snow. Yes, please, and please send us a pic. Yes, please. Once again, if you see anything, period, please let us know. Please and thank you. Look back to our Doppler radar here. More and more of you now are reporting snow. Jackson Hiscock reported light frozen precipitation in the Galleria area. Right now, based on also what I'm hearing from our train spotters in our little conversation, is that right now most of the precipitation in this Plano area is sleet mixed in with some light snow flurries. So thank you for reporting what you see in the field. What's this? What do I have another? Will Kaiser, do my band essay. That's a solid N. Oh. Yes, I know it's late. So yeah, all we can do now is wait and hope. Yeah. Oh, Elsa has reported. Now let's look at Elon's picture here. So as you see here, it looks like we got some frozen precipitation in little troughs of his cushion and on the table here. So very nice, very good picture. You can see that there is actually quite a bit. And Elon, is there any way, can you send me your Google Drive username? And I want to actually talk to you on the air. So if you can, please send me your Google Drive email and I will get you on the air. So, because that's actually, I'm actually very interested to see what the impacts are in your neck of the woods. Elizabeth DeVille, if you want to be on the air, what is your username? Let's go back and check out our Doppler radar here. Again, we got some more snow. Let's refresh this radar image. It looks like we got a good band of snow moving over us right now. Let's check in with how do I do this? Okay, sorry. We're gonna try to get Alon on the air so he can share what he's seen in his neck of the woods. Alon, I got your picture. It's okay, you don't have to be broadcasted. But if you do want to be broadcasted, you can share me your Google username. But yes, this is the snow at Alon's house. Alon, do you mind texting us if the ground is slippery? Is the grass sticking? Is it very loose? Let us know. See if there's any update from the National Weather Service concerning impacts. Special guest. If we can get this to work. Gosh darn it. Okay, so we're gonna stop. And we're gonna talk to so at the moment, we are just waiting for a little band of snow. And again, if you see anything, period, please let us know what you see. And we will gladly show the world what you have. Alrighty. Meantime, we're just gonna wait here. Again, if you're just joining us today, we have snow with sleet mixed in at the moment. We haven't transitioned to all snow yet because we still do have a small little pocket of warm air up around 15,000 feet that is causing sleet. Our freezing rain chances have completely diminished, and because of that, there is no chance of like the road to completely ice over. And our accumulations are expected to be half an inch or less. So half an inch or less of snow, that is nowhere near enough to, that is nowhere near enough. Now, Elizabeth DeVille said she would join us. Okay. I think Alon does want to join us. So we'll give it a shot. Huh. Okay. For some reason, Alon is not letting me add you. Okay. Woody Patterson, who lives literally 2 streets away from me, is reporting light snow. And I'll actually take a break here and look outside. We definitely do have some frozen precipitation here in the far north Dallas region. Okay, I just sent you a request, Elon. So yes, most of you are saying that it is indeed snowing, which is lovely. Very happy that it is indeed snowing. Very, very nice. Again, snow, half inch of snow. I mean, IDK how much that'll do. Clear states that it is definitely snowing under sweater. Yes, well, it looks more like sleet, but yes, that is frozen precipitation nonetheless. Woody Patterson is reporting snow-like precipitation here, not yet visible on the ground, only visible under outside the lights. So as again, once very, very okay, Elizabeth I added you. I don't know what else I can say. I did. So yes. I don't know why Elizabeth Deville is not coming. I sent her a link, but she didn't join. So, for those of you just joining us, we do have light snow, light sleet coming down in the Plano area, the West Plano area, and it is indeed coming down very, very small amounts. And because we're only expecting half an inch or less, it's not looking to be much. And because of that, I currently project that we will have school tomorrow. So please do your homework. Jacqueline, if you're watching right now, please read Hamlet. Please do, all of your homework for that matter. My sister has asked, when will I be done? Sorry, no. Well, saying your favorite to join, I'm sorry. At your house, that is a problem because when it comes time to 3 a.m., 2 a.m., when the road ices over, that will cause a major travel impact. I think Elon is here with us. Elon, can you hear us?
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Elon, is there any way you can tell us what does it look like outside of your house right now?
Currently it is, I mean, it seems pretty normal except for the snow that is stuck to the table.
Yeah.
I haven't really checked too much.
No, is any of the cedar snow sticking to the grass at all?
It doesn't really appear to be so.
It's very light. Roughly, if you can estimate, how long was the precipitation coming down for?
Well, we heard it for a good maybe 30 minutes or so, from like 9 o'clock until a bit ago, I guess, when it stopped. But I would like to spread the wise and holy word of the God Emperor Tlaloc of some friends' faith. Please, if any of you are listening to the holy word of Tlaloc, please, he will save us from school tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you for your wise words, Elon.
Yes, you are welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Elizabeth Davila, you need to go install the Google Hangouts app, and then from there you can accept the join this call. And also, it's very nice. I can mute you if I want. So if Elon was about to, start cussing, I could easily mute him. Which is nice. If he was video, I could have cut off his video. So sweet. Let's go back to our Doppler radar here. And Elon, for the moment, I'm going to mute you. We're going to go back to our live radar here. Again, at the moment, I'm going to refresh this, turn on the winter. So again, I mean, it's really unfortunate that, right now we're kind of missing out on all the winter precipitation. Even in Dallas down here, they're getting a good bath of, winter precipitation. And I don't know if we can zoom out to the regional radar here. Let's zoom out to this radar. That's not what I want. Can't zoom out. Can't zoom out. Okay, so it does look like there are more bands of snow forming, which is, a positive. And hopefully, if they stay together, they will move to the northwest. And again, it's also important to note that we are expecting, you will most likely, 75% sure, see snow on the ground tomorrow. The question now is how much and what the composition of that snow is. Because if it's dry, fluffy snow with the wind too, it's not going to be a problem to the roads at all whatsoever. So that is something to keep an eye out on as well. So once again, please, 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 please do your homework if you haven't already. So we'll just keep this radar on. We still haven't fully transitioned to snow yet. We're still having, according to the latest sets of data I'm reading on my phone here, we still have some warm air in the upper atmosphere that is causing sleet. Again, if you see anything, please share that with me on Remind, and I will gladly share it on the air because, once again, weather forecasting relies on weather observations. And as long as I would love to be everywhere at once, I can't do that. So please, please, please share what you see with me on Remind, and I will share it on the air. And if you would like to do a live report on the air, please text me your Google Drive email, and I will give you your 30 seconds of fame. Yeah, it's not. Again, I project that we will have school tomorrow. That is still the current projection. Okay. Currently have. What are these from? Okay. Let's take a look at what schools are closed around the region. Checking in around the region, we still have our list. Notable addition is Cleburne ISD out to the southwest. They have declared no school tomorrow. Kaufman, Keene, Cairns. Nothing big or major yet. A lot of small school districts to the south and east of us where the majority of the snow is currently falling. Here's a review of our winter weather precipitation types. if anyone, Michelle, this is the biggest troll. This is my sister, by the way. I was actually really looking forward to seeing a live view of my own backyard, but unfortunately, my sister gives me this pathetic excuse. Anyways. So once again, review, if any of you are new, right now we're having a mix of sleet where we still have a pocket of warm air in the upper atmosphere that's causing the snow to melt and freeze into sleet. Unfortunately, we do not have any more freezing rain, which is what you really want if you want no school, because that literally causes a road to become a solid block of ice. If any of you are new, right now we're having a mix of sleet where we still have a pocket of warm air in the upper atmosphere that's causing the snow to melt and freeze into sleet. Whoa, we got Elizabeth DeVille joining us. Elizabeth, what are you seeing?
Hi, Steven.
Hi, Elizabeth. Please
Can everybody see me?
What?
Can everybody see me?
Yes, everyone is seeing you. 35, 40 people there.
No, they don't.
Elizabeth, what do you see outside? Hello?
Hi.
Elizabeth DeVille, I want to know what's happening.
YouTube thing.
What?
I'm not on YouTube.
Huh?
I'm not on YouTube right now.
Okay. What about now?
Oh, Lordy. Hi, everybody.
Okay, Elizabeth, please tell us what you see.
Tell you what I see my TV. Let me go see what. Oh, Lordy. I see my Elsa dress.
Okay. That's great.
It's not snowing anymore.
Right. We saw that on the radar. Is there any snow on the ground?
Well, my grass is white.
Okay. Can we see?
I don't know.
You're on your computer?
No, I'm on my phone now.
Okay.
Oh, that's chilly. I don't know how to turn. There it is. Aha. Oh, see, it's white. Oh, it's snowing.
Oh, yeah, there's more snow.
There's snow. Hold up. There's snow.
So, okay, it is snowing. Elizabeth DeVille, for those of you who don't know, she lives very close to NMS, about 3 blocks away.
Fun fact, this dress is not very warm.
So it is where Elizabeth DeVille is living right now. It is snowing. It's where Elizabeth DeVille is. It is snowing. There is a slight accumulation on the ground. There's a dusting, which I actually need to report to the National Weather Service. So it is snowing where Elizabeth DeVille is. And as Elizabeth DeVille is warming up, we're going to check in on what everyone else is seeing around the region.
I am on YouTube? Thanks, Alon.
I took you off. So Jacob.
Okay, well, I don't see me.
Jacob Mayer. This
Kevin,
is what he sees.
my grass does not have Chick-fil-A.
And Jacob, if I remember correctly, you live in Frankfurt. You can see, I can really tell with that. So it looks a little wet. Looks like you have some small sleet pellets, I want to say. Or no, that just might just be rocks. I really can't tell, but where Jacob lives, there's not much accumulation at all.
Hey, Steve.
That's my sister's troll.
Mancy asked if we can get a porva on the air.
What?
Mancy asked if we can get a porva on the air.
I tried. Anyways, thank you, Elizabeth DeVille, for that very informative report.
You're welcome. I'm
not everyone.
Elsa.
Okay, so hopefully Elizabeth DeVille and Elsa.
Thank you.
We'll make it snow. And again, if anyone else wants to be on the air, we will be more than happy to share your experience and what you are seeing on the air. And here is our latest National Weather Service update. So our wintry mix is still happening with mostly sleet and light flurries. As we said, that's what's generally being reported in the Metroplex. We haven't fully transitioned to light snow yet. But again, it is very typical. I wonder if I'm in this picture. Wait a minute. Holy crap, am I in this picture? Bro! There's me! Ah! Hello, this is my 10 seconds of fame at the airport. Me taking a picture of our airport CEO throwing a football pass to the Hall of Fame. Not Hall of Fame, he hasn't been in the Hall of Fame. The man that invented the Hail Mary pass, everyone. My 30 seconds of frame right there. Taking a picture of that. Wow. What did I? Sorry. Once again, if any of you at all have any observations for us, seen anything at all, period, please let us know, and we will gladly share you on there. If you would actually like to be broadcast to everyone, we will gladly do that too. So once again, please share with us what you see. Check back in with the radar here. Refresh and winterize. So once again, this is our band of snow we were discussing earlier. It is beginning to move out of the region. This one's old, man. This image is in Texarkana, way to the southeast of us, but if this is starting to happen where we are, in my mind about school canceling. And again, Ritesh just asked about school closing. And as I've said before, right now, based on what we're seeing, you know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Right now, I'd say it's about all have school, 40% school is canceled. Still in the favor of school happening tomorrow. So once again, please do your homework if you're procrastinating. See if we have our latest image come in. I'm just going to reload this. Again, we're east of here and south of here where we have the heavier snow. That is where our winter storm warning is today. Check our Facebook notifications here. Someone has been messaging on our Facebook. And my internet just went off. Okay. Hello. Hello. How could it be this long and have it right on? Okay. Ridiculous. Okay. Well, you're back to me. Once again, the current projections are 60% in favor of school happening, as 40% of school being canceled. Now we're going to interview our next guest, Apoorva Kakulaya. Apoorva, can you hear me?
Yeah.
How are you, Apoorva?
I'm good.
You're good. Excellent. So, Apoorva, tell us what you're seeing right now.
Okay, it's really cold, so I don't want to go outside.
Very
but
cool.
yeah.
Oh,
It's really windy. My house keeps shaking, so
no. Are you okay?
yeah, I'm good.
Okay, that's good. Is there anything outside? Can you see anything? You see any snow accumulation, sleet accumulation on the ground?
No,
No.
I don't see anything
You don't see anything. Okay.
interesting.
Very interesting. Bring those to the villas across the street from me.
That's true.
How are you? Want to turn on your video?
No thanks.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
We're already going?
I have nothing to contribute.
Okay, so Puerto concludes it's cold and it is very, very, very windy, which is about accurate. Anyone else like to contribute? Please send me a line. If you would like to be on the line, please text me your Google Drive account, email, and we will put you on the air. So here's our latest radar image from around 10 o'clock. And you see we have no snow here. So again, right now I'm going to bring in my sister. She can come in. Michelle. Michelle, if you'd like to come in.
Whoa. That's so cool.
Michelle? Michelle, what have you seen?
Nothing.
Nothing? By the way, everyone, this is my sister. Everyone say hi to my sister. Hold on. Oops. So, Michelle, what do you think? Do you think we'll have school tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about something because we have a major announcement. Jason Tan brought this to our attention. And there's actually quite a major development. Thank you, Jason Tan, for bringing this to our attention. But stand by, we have a major projection.
What's going on?
You want to say something to the world, Dan?
No, I'm watching something else.
Watching something else? By the way, everyone, if you see the door cracking, that's my father. Checking me off. So, Jason Tan here, if he's correct. And claims that Prosper IC is closed. However, we have received no confirmation of that. Starting to think Jason Tan might be spreading fake news.
Maybe I hear you. Oh.
Michelle, can you please leave? Thank you. Jason Tan claims that Prosper IC has no school tomorrow. However, it looks like he is incorrect, unfortunately. If what Jason Tan claims is correct, I can confidently move up our no chance to school ratio to 50-50. Jacob, we will add you to the air as well. Go back. Update of what his backyard looks like. We're gonna okay, that's a complete meme. Okay, never mind. Live radar. So as we wait for this to animate, or not. Why is this not working? We are working on again, these are unconfirmed at Prosper ISD, which is only, just up the road from Plano, has decided to cancel school. That is unconfirmed. Once again, it's important to emphasize this is unconfirmed, and we are unsure whether Jason Tan is spreading the truth. It's very possible Jason Tan is just blowing bluff. So we will wait and see. We are unsure whether Jason Tan is spreading the truth. It's very Jacob, are you with us? It's just blowing bluff. Hello, Jacob. How are you? We will wait and see. Jacob, here. Can you please share with us what you're seeing? Hello?
Hello?
Jacob,
I'm
what are you
good.
seeing right now? Can you please describe to us what you're seeing?
I am seeing
Your video went
I
off,
got this
sir.
outdoor table here,
Okay.
and like, hold on, let me turn on my flashlight on this other phone. You can see like
Oh, wow.
on this glass table, it's like very sleety, I guess, and then like on the wood over here, it's very sleety too. This is cold. Hurts my feet.
Okay. So it does look like you have a bit of snow accumulation where you are.
Yeah, very snowy.
Very neat. Thank you, Jacob, for your report. Do you have anything else to say?
Does that bump up our no school reading?
Oh, no. I mean, did you slip? No? Was it slippery?
It hurt my feet. It was very cold.
Your feet was very cold? Okay. Well, thanks for that report.
No problem.
Thank you.
I'll
Talk
let you
to
know
you
if
later.
it gets worse.
Bye-bye. So, once again, we just heard from Jacob. There. Yeah, I can bring this back. Oh, looks like it crashed. So, and we are now able to confirm that Jason Tan's rumor was not correct. However, we do have another major projection, or major result, I should say. Rockwell ISD has announced that they have closed, excuse me, not closed their schools. They will delay the start of school tomorrow. Once again, Rockwell ISD has delayed their start of school tomorrow by 2 days, by 2 hours, excuse me. Again, please let us know what you're seeing. We would love to see what's going on where you are. Folks, we're gonna wrap it up here in about 10 minutes here. Once again, key areas to note that at the moment, we are not experiencing any major snow bands. There is not much stuff on the road. And things are very light for still, especially based on what we've seen so far tonight. We're only expecting less than half an inch of snow or ice. We'll now receive updated guidance from the National Weather Service. Here is my current house. My sister has been very nice and went outside to grab a picture. This is what I'm seeing outside right now. We got a pretty good accumulation of sleet. Now, the other thing you want to note here is that look at all that water. Look at all this wet. Our temperatures are expected, where did it go? Our temperatures are expected to plunge. These are the wind chills, but the temperatures are expected to plunge into at least the 20s by the morning. And if that holds true, I will say there's a fighting chance. There is a fighting chance that we could have fighting chance. I had to leave with a 50-50 toss up. Where did it go? This is my house currently. You see we have the sleet with a mixture of snow. And we have a very, very, very wet surface. No way, it's gonna freeze. Oh, see, it's gonna freeze around 20 degrees later. So, again, that. All right, folks, I am going to log off here in about 5 minutes or so. Thank you for joining me. And while I have you all on the air, I would like to promote our NHS Color Run. If you go to the URL, tinyurl.com/NHS18run, have the registration form, and on that registration form, you'll be able to sign up for the Plano West Color Run. How exciting does that sound? There, run, and it's for a great cause for the PIAC Education Foundation Core Store, which provides supplies for teachers, and those teachers can subsequently provide them for at-need students. So March 3rd, you can earn hours for running at our NHS Color Run if you could. Go to tinyurl.com/NHS18run. Again, that's tinyurl.com/NHS18run. And you will be able to indoctrinate yourself with the knowledge that you need to run in our run. On March 3rd, 2018, at Plano Senior High School, once again, you can earn hours for running. And we got our figure. Let's see if there's anything new. Let's see what we've got here. Let's go all the way to 1011. So we got another very light. I don't even think that's anything. Light band of snow. But look at this. If this holds together, I hear my Morgan Middle deep hand back where Cleburne is. If you've ever been to Paulsville and down here, west, this could have the potential for something bigger and greater. So, folks, we are going to call it a broadcast here. Once again, please continue sending in your reports to our Remind so that me, myself, and the National Weather Service can get a better view of what is going on outside. I will actually come back at around 11:30 p.m. to broadcast good night update, see if there's any changes in those school projections, and at that point, we'll call it at night. All right? So please go do your homework if you haven't already started, and it's been an absolute pleasure and joy joining you tonight looking at the weather. Bye-bye.